Go to the YouTube video.
Listen, I'm just gonna put the microphone down.
Just kiss your mic.
It transfers through.
There you go.
I swear, bro.
There you go. Yeah, whisper sweet nothings
Whisper sweet nothings in my ear.
below. Oh.
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm trying to clear up my nose.
Bro.
You didn't, if you're supposed to,
You
when
get really close to your windscreen and I wipe mine off. Because you just wiped your windscreen off. It's like you get really close to yours and I wipe mine off. Like, it's disgusting.
well, it transfers through the XLR all the way over there. Like, watch this. Put it on your cheek. Here, kiss the mic.
No. I saw that shit go.
Bro, just kiss it.
Just
kiss it real quick. Just kiss it real quick, bro.
It's like, bro, just kiss it. I swear, I'm not doing it.
I'm not
bro.
gonna do anything weird. So for the audio listeners, go to the YouTube video.
Listen, I'm just gonna put the microphone.
Well, it says live, so I'm assuming we are live.
Oh, it is now. It works.
Whoa, wait. Hey.
Apply. Okay. I think we're good.
I don't know. All I see is the OBS thing still.
Well, now I do this.
Then you do this, and then you do that, and then you do all
I
this.
do this.
A little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Oh, hell yeah. I can pop out the chat while you're streaming. So I can minimize the YouTube video. Perfect.
All right, how does that look?
That's a good idea, Christopher.
All right.
I don't know. I clicked out of it.
I'm still watching. I'm not sure where you are at, Bryce. Right now, you're still going through the settings really quick. I can see Cody in the right corner, though.
Hey.
And then I see myself now. Oh, you're refreshing. It's refreshing.
I see myself now.
I see it. I can see myself.
I can see it.
I'm patiently watching. It's loading.
Oh
An error occurred. Please wait again.
Oh, great.
Let me refresh. Oh, there we go. So now I'm talking, Bryce. I see your piano. I see me. I'm going to have to pop out the chat again. And I see Cody.
All right, sweet.
So it is working.
Hell yeah. But yeah, I got this little cam so I can go over here.
Dude, nice.
Isn't that hilarious?
That's a great idea. That's like a good...
Oh, God damn it.
3.
All right. We got sound effects in this bitch. We got to find the good ones.
What the fuck is happening? Come on, Google.
That's a good one.
Perfect.
Can I get a 1? Can I get 2?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Just go all the way up till the end of the street.
Oh, boy.
That's our version. All right, guys, welcome to OBC Live, Motivational Monday, week 6. We finally got a somewhat cohesive setup here where you can see everybody.
Somewhat cohesive.
We got an extra cam over here with the piano when I want to get spicy. And oh, you guys are jamming out. I just saw. That's so funny. But, man, you guys both are drinking drinks?
I got that OJ, vitamin C.
Cody's
There's
got
some
the
spark in here.
spark.
Get the
OJ?
vitamins up.
I don't got nothing, man.
The vitamins and minerals.
You didn't warn me
That's
about
right.
the drink, the BYOB situation.
That's right.
Hey,
Bring
that's
your
what it is.
own bottle. I was trying
Trying to get
flip
those
that
immune
so it
system
wasn't
levels up, baby.
Yeah.
Get the zinc up, bro. Zinc
know
and
what I'm
vitamin
saying?
C.
Gotta
Some
get your zinc
OJ
up.
and some vodka. Come on now.
Hey, I got 2 for a reason.
Oh, Oh. Doesn't have to work for 2 weeks and he's drinking at 7 p.m., huh?
I technically don't have to work tomorrow too.
Aren't you guys just great? I gotta
I'm
work
still gonna be
10
working. I'm
fucking
gonna be
hours
editing all
again.
day.
Hey,
I'm gonna be
listen,
editing all
you are
day.
protecting our people, okay, Bryce? Listen, you are a very important part of our
We don't
society.
need weapons. We need medicine.
No, Bryce,
Airplanes aren't gonna
you
do
are an
anything.
essential.
Airplanes
I know.
transport medicine, bruh.
I know, bro. I'm just being salty
on.
and I want to be doing nothing at home. I want to be quarantined, bro.
Why do you not have video on Zoom? Is that because you're using it for
OBS, yeah.
OBS.
or whatever? Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to see my face anyway.
I mean, I do. I have the YouTube right next to me. So
Damn it.
you ugly as shit. No, I'm kidding.
This is Motivational Monday, bro. This ain't no off-brand
Hey,
comedians regular
Hey, we gotta
podcast.
start. Wait, there's 2 members of that podcast. We can't start out boring the whole time. I mean, come on.
Gotta get things
Well,
fired up.
boring's not the right word.
I will say though, we do have 4 viewers in the house. I'm watching the stream. I'm assuming both of you are, so we have an additional viewer, which is dope.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
If you're that extra
Yeah.
viewer, what up, though? Leave a
I
comment.
honestly-
Can't believe I
I-
just
no-
said what up, though.
I seriously think,
What up, though?
yeah, I seriously think week 6. This is the first time we've had like a legit viewer other than Cody pop in last week because he was gone.
It's probably somehow me still. We just keep thinking we're getting new people, but it's just my phone has been on or something, and it's just like, oh my god,
Yeah.
it's someone else.
We all of us have our phones on watching the stream, and all of our computers are watching the stream.
It's
so
like 8
like
viewers.
6 people.
Hey man,
I have,
numbers don't matter anyway.
I have my desktop, my 2 laptops, my phone out. I'm already 4 viewers in, bro.
Oh snap!
I can
All
pull
right.
it up on my phone.
So I guess I should say first, did we do anything with the Google Doc this week or no? We just taking it from the top. for
No
an hour
sir,
or what?
yeah. Let's just
I didn't touch the Google Doc. I'm not gonna lie.
let's start with the daily challenge.
Okay.
Cody,
What's up?
what happened, buddy?
You did miss one day, or was it 2?
Technically, I missed 2 because I missed last night too. Last night I just completely spaced, and the other night I fell asleep at like 9 o'clock.
So how does it
that's
feel to
$10.
not do any of the weeks yet? Just-
But any of the week, bitch, rewind. Last week, run it, motherfucker, or whatever week that was.
No, I think that was 2 weeks ago. Because last week we didn't have you on.
Yeah,
but
last week I wasn't there.
Yeah, but you definitely. Well, at least you read 120 pages in your book, right?
I actually switched books
That's fine.
because I wanted to do a more, kind of how you guys were both doing, like not I won't say self-help books, but like
Self growth, I think that's. the
yeah.
term,
So I
but-
switched books and I started reading a new one.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Where
to
the
hear
hell's
about
it at? It's called Become a Better Version of Yourself. That's the name of it.
I don't even know if I've heard about that book. Who's it by?
I'm trying to find the goddamn.
Become a better version of yourself.
Tell me the author. By Ben Layton. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce his last name.
Who?
Not good. With
Ben Layton.
Dude, that's not gonna get old.
I hope not.
Oh my god, that's funny.
You kind of said that sarcastically. I know you didn't, but you're like, wow, that's never gonna get old.
My boss told me the same thing today. He's like, Chris, I can never tell if you're sarcastic or you're serious. I'm like, what's that supposed to mean? I'm just a jolly person.
No, I could tell. I was just like entertaining how funny it is. I'm like, damn, well, that's never gonna get old.
Well, this is kind of like off topic a little bit, but like I've been washing my hands like so much.
Me
it's
too.
crazy, and my hands are starting to get chapped. So I went to my boss because I don't know, I didn't want to get a hold of my mom because she's always taking care of me, and I was just like, should I be concerned about this? And he was just like, you just need lotion. And I was like, okay, great, I have plenty of that. What does that mean? I was like,
I
I just
have
plenty of it.
of
Like,
lotion.
I just have
Ugh.
dry skin. It's whatever.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. Oh my gosh, we were laughing about it, but I was just like, no, I'm being serious. Like, I do have plenty of it. And he's just like, but what does that even mean? I'm just like, well, you said I need lotion for my hands. So I have
Make sure you use lotion, like hand lotion or body lotion.
Oh, that's a good question. I
Probably
should have
hand.
asked him that.
I mean, maybe a little bit of both. I don't know.
Do they make a specific dick lotion?
Specific dick lotion.
They might.
I mean, I feel like you can't just put any lotion down there. What if you like? Maybe I should stop talking about this on OBC
You
Live. You could just get in the tip and fuck shit up. Okay, move on.
Okay,
So-
but anyways, yeah. So going back to the challenge, we'll get to the books in a second. But yeah, so Cody, you didn't do 2 days. That's fine. Bryce, you did all days again.
I just have been slacking on the push-ups and sit-ups though, which I've been really bad at.
I'm very upset. I wish I'd have told you sooner because like I've been doing them every single day, and I was not gonna be doing them every single day. But
That's the thing.
club-
If I would have done that challenge, I would have definitely still been doing it. But like, since I know I only have to do that for like, I always forget that word, to prove that I did it. Validation.
accountability.
Or
Accountability, yeah.
being accountable. Yeah. If I would have been held accountable, I would have kept doing it. But since it was just for me, I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
Never
that's
do it.
true. Yeah.
But
No, I'm accountable because they're giving out free clothes. That's like the sweatshirt. Dude, I've not literally taken this thing off but a couple times.
that is pretty cool.
Yeah, for running 75 miles. I mean, it's like real cotton. It's nice. There's a sick graphic. And they're gonna give out T-shirts now. I'm like, heck yeah, I don't have to pay for clothes anymore if they're gonna keep giving out free stuff.
Just got to run and I can clothe myself.
Yeah, by exercising, absolutely. But yeah, and then I did it as well. I know we talked a couple weeks ago about how easy it was, kind of, for the leg raises. I thought the air squats were kind of easy. So since we're doing it again, since we have another week, I think I'm going to change the stakes and I'm going to actually add my 12-pack of Corona and squat with those.
Yeah, I think that the air squats were honestly easier than the leg raises
Yeah.
by far. They were
I thought
so
so
easy.
too.
We can do jumping squats too.
Oh,
Jump
yes.
squats would be good.
Those are hard.
Yeah. Well, the thing is I get up at like literally 5:45,
You're
so
done.
my neighbors will be like, "God damn it, not again!" Like, and like get the old broomstick, like he's
Bang
doing
on
his
the
jumping
ceiling.
squat.
hell is he doing up there?
I didn't know I had an elephant as a neighbor.
All right. Do you want to move on to the books?
Yeah, sure.
We also had to read 60 more pages of our book. Since Cody wasn't here last week, let's just start with you and just do like your whole 120 pages. Or
Yeah, I'm
whatever.
excited to hear this.
All right, so basically I started Supermarket and I mean it was good, but it didn't hold my interest as well as I thought it was going to. I mean it was definitely still a really good book, but the more you read into it and like knowing like who Logic is and the things that he's gone through, there's a lot of crossover between his character in the book and like things that he's gone through in real life, or like say his character in the book has like a bunch of problems with anxiety and like social awkwardness and shit like that, and he like it's hard to explain because it's not talking in like third person or whatever the hell it would be, but you could tell that he's talking about like his actual self rather than his character in the book.
Huh.
And like so it's really weird, but it's cool at the same time to where it'll like jump back and forth as to like who, like what characteristics he's talking about, whether it's like shit that he's dealt with in his personal life versus the character thing. And it kind of got confusing at times, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, that's what the first thing I think
But-
of is like me. I'm really already not good at reading books and like
Yeah.
reading comprehension. So like me, I'd have to go back and reread that whole page just to kind
Yeah.
of like catch up.
Yeah, and I definitely found myself doing that quite a few times, going back and having to reread things because I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I just read. I could not tell you anything that I just read.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, other than that, it was a good book from the 60. I think I read it was like 68 pages after because I didn't want to like end mid chapter, so I finished that chapter.
Nice.
But I mean, from what I read, it was a good book, but it didn't hold my interest as much as I wanted it to. So, and then, like I told you when we were getting started, you guys were both reading like self-motivating books.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to kind of switch up and change that and kind of do that for myself. And because there's been a couple books that I wanted to read, but I never got around to doing it. So I kind of figured this was the perfect time to actually change and do that.
Yeah, especially too
And-
now with work. Yeah.
Yeah, now I have way more time to actually read.
Yeah.
But I started Become a Better Version of Yourself. And the first like 4
By who?
oh, what the hell I say his name was?
It was
Ben
Ben something.
Layton.
Yeah.
I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't
have
really
it on
know.
Google.
But the first like 4 like chapters you could call it, they're 10 inspirational quotes that can improve yourself, 10 questions you should ask yourself, 10 ways to empower your communication, and 10 ways to start taking control.
Nice.
And some of the questions that were in, like, what should you ask yourself that kind of really hit home with me was, one of them was, what do I really want? Like, what do you want in life? You need to figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
Money.
And money. That's what
we're
I
all
need.
running after and chasing and trying to obtain.
That
and the
money,
other
you know.
One of the other ones was, should I really change? And then that kind of went with the next one of, am I happy with where I'm at today in my life? And that's kind of a thing that I've been thinking about a lot lately as we've
You're
talked
gonna have
about
plenty
the
of time to
whole-
do that when you're in your house for the next 2 weeks.
I mean, technically, my boss told me I'm on call, so if I need to come in, I'll come in. But as of right now, I'm off for like the next 2 weeks, which I'm not exactly happy about.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be stuck at home for 2 weeks. But
God, I wish I could switch positions with you.
Well,
I would
okay,
get an album done, bro. I'm telling you.
I know you would.
just
Bryce.
call your boss, like, hey, bro.
He said,
I'm worried about my health. I'm
No,
taking this shit off.
he said, like, if you don't feel comfortable coming into work, like, talk to him. But like, I don't want to be the only person doing that, you know.
Right? Yeah, you don't want to be the odd man out.
If other people do it, like, I just kind of do feel uncomfortable because it's like I said, like, drivers are constantly coming in and out, giving packages that have been touched by so many people, and it's more than 10 people in that building, and it's like, the way it works is, since there's like acid tanks and stuff, the steam actually has to get vacuumed. There's like a little vent that sits right behind the tanks, and just as soon as the steam comes out, it just gets sucked right in, so you're not breathing it in. So since that system runs throughout the entire building, when you open a door just anywhere, you can feel just like the pressure. Like, it's like we're sitting in a huge vacuum. So like any sickness, anything in the air is just like circulating, and we're just sitting in it.
Right, you're just breathing it in the whole time.
So it's like, I don't know. I feel dumb since the state told me to like stay home, but then I'm
Right.
going to go to work and just like expose myself and I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I saw a thing on, I think it was on Facebook that somebody shared, to where it like really dumbed down the whole thing about the coronavirus, to where it was like, people aren't taking it seriously. But let me put it into this perspective. If I gave you a bag of 100 Skittles and told you that 3 of those Skittles in there, if you eat it, you're going to die, would you still eat the bag of Skittles? No.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah.
I
I'm not
wouldn't.
taking that chance.
No. My lucky ass, I'll eat the first Skittle and it'll kill me.
The first one you eat, you're dead. Man.
Taste the
Fucking
rainbow.
dead.
Taste the rainbow. I need to find a new one. Hold on.
That's the only sound effect you have?
That's not bad.
The hell was that?
That's not bad.
One more time.
We're gonna have so fun with those.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good one. Okay.
So Bryce
Okay.
and Cody, I mean, that pretty much wrapped up what you had to say, right? Or do you have
There
any
was
more?
there was one thing that where the hell did I put it? I took a screenshot of it because it was a fairly strong little paragraph thing that I read. And it says, one of the better things ever said is, the only thing in life that will always remain the same is change. And in our life, we have the power to make the necessary changes if we want to. Even if we find ourselves in an unbearable situation, we can always find solace in knowledge that it would change too.
Dang.
I
Nothing's
need an
permanent.
applause sound over here.
You'll have to make like a
It's
sound,
not,
like,
it's not an applause.
like a
sound.
soundboard, Bryce, sometime. That's
Ooh,
awesome.
Those are some good ones.
Out of curiosity, Cody, because when I'm reading my books, I think like when I see something that's like either super motivational or like really makes me think, do you really just like stop what you're doing and like think about it and like write it down, or like how do you process it?
I know for a while when I think it was like the beginning of last year that I was doing this, and I kind of fell off of it. Like if I found things like that kind of really hit home, that I would take a screenshot of it and I set it as my wallpaper for a while.
Oh,
So that every time I had my phone out, either whether it was like my lock screen or a home screen, I was always looking at it and always found myself reading it
Mm-hmm.
So I was just constantly taking that information in. And that's
Yeah.
one of the reasons why I screenshotted this little section was so that anytime I go into whatever, I'm going to see that.
I like that. That's super dope. When Bryce and we talked about this last week too. I don't know how long you stayed in stream, if you stayed in stream for the whole thing or not, but I thought it'd be a good idea. Obviously, like we're sharing our books and you changed yours, which is totally fine. But I think like once this is all said and done, like we should each like buy our book and like give it to, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the book I'm reading, because I'd love to read your book, and same thing with Bryce. Well, I
You
bought
got it,
Bryce's book,
Yeah,
yeah.
I saw
But
you
you
bought
could
it,
get
yeah.
me something else, like any kind of book. But,
Yeah, I'm probably
um,
gonna read another book after this. So
yeah, but it's like when I'm reading my book, like a lot of the stuff we're talking about, and especially when we do these like live streams or broadcasts, like it really resonates with me a lot. So I'm like, damn, like I want Cody and Bryce to read this too, because they'll probably feel the same way, or like maybe think about it more too, which is interesting.
And I almost bought one of the books that you have. I don't know if you're reading it currently. What the hell's the name of the book? Something about the art of not giving a fuck.
yeah,
I want to
almost
read
bought
that
that
one
book.
too.
I
Yeah.
almost
yeah.
bought
So
that one.
yeah, so I will buy those books then, 2 of them more, and then when I come down to Muncie, South Bend, after all this is said and done, I'll give you both a copy. So
I will definitely I want that to be the next book I read, because I like actually looked it up and looked at reviews and shit, and it's like really good.
it's super good. And I've only read 2 chapters, which you guys probably noticed on my Snapchat story. What I'm trying to do is each day pick up a different book, because I have so many of them, and just read 2 chapters and
Hell yeah.
share it. But yeah, it's really good. Definitely.
Chris
super
out
good.
here just outweighing the expectations, just taking the barrier and just
flooring.
20 push-ups. I'm gonna do 40.
Oh my god.
60 pages a week. I'm gonna do 2 chapters a day, boy.
Well, no, like, so to me, like, I don't know, like, I went through a lot these last couple years, and like these now, especially since Indiana's kind of on lockdown,
Yeah.
this is such
Some
a
of us.
great time to focus on your craft, like think, write, do all this stuff, because you just don't get this time. Like I see people all the time on Twitter saying, if only I could stay at home today, or I don't want to do anything, or like,
Well, guess what? Now you can.
yeah, like now's your opportunity. It's the golden chance.
Yeah,
Like,
but it's
oh,
a golden chance for everybody.
except Bryce.
Oh
Except
my
Brett.
God, you have no idea how upset I was, bro.
Yeah.
Because this
Yeah,
morning
when-
at work, they were passing around like a flyer that said, like a statement that was saying that aerospace is an essential business and will stay. And everyone was so mad. They're like, so, dude, people were getting heated. Like, I don't want to get too in detail because that's like private and shit, but like, people were like, man, I can't believe they're putting money over my family, like, blah, blah, blah. And like, on one hand, they're kind of overreacting, but on the other, like, I don't know, not really.
Yeah.
Because there's a kid that still hasn't been here. He wasn't at work for 2 days last week because he had flu-like symptoms, got tested for the flu, got tested for strep throat, both negative, and he still has a cough and a fever. And they're waiting on
Is
a
he tested
corona.
for the Rona, man?
Yeah, it's going to take 5 to 7 days. So what I'm thinking is, shouldn't we not be working until we know that he doesn't have it?
Yeah.
My anxiety would be through the roof until his test comes back.
Bro, I'm like sitting there like, I feel like I'm just literally walking around this place that could be infested with coronavirus and we don't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't know. That's why I'm uncomfortable about it too, because like he went to the bathroom, he touched all the things. Like, I don't know, man.
Now, Bryce, the company you work for, is it like a corporate company, or is it just like a mom and pop where some guy just owns it? Or
It's like a family, it's family-owned business.
Oh yeah, so that plays a heavy toll on you, because I work for a corporate company and we have so much protocol, we have so much stuff going on. Whereas for you, like the way I look at this, like this is like an incredibly big deal, but the guy that runs this company, he's thinking in the back of his mind, if we close shop, I'm going out, like I'm running out of business. Like there's no way
Yeah.
I'm going to be able to meet demand. I can't pay everybody. Like, so he's like in a do or die situation. And especially, so like to put in perspective for you, like when I left home from work Friday, I stopped at a liquor store just because I was like, I'm going to be in my apartment all weekend. Might as well just stock up on alcohol. The morale in that location was just like, the cashier lady was just like, they're going to have to come and arrest me if they think I'm closing shop because I'm going to go out of business. And like all the people online were like, fuck Corona, like it's not real, like all this and that. And I was just sitting there like, it's a pretty big deal, and I can understand the safety behind it, but like you can't just assume, you know what I mean? Because like,
No, yeah.
what if somebody does come in and they're actually infected, and you get infected, and you're the owner? Then what are you gonna do? Because you can't keep it open.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, what he's doing is very risky, and it goes to show that he cares more about his business than his employees. But at the same time, I mean, I don't know how much money he has put into his business, but
My boss is honestly the total opposite. He's pissed that he has to go home.
yeah,
He wants to go into work. He told me that he's doing a like a short bus conversion into like a RV type thing.
mm-hmm.
And he told me, he's like, I don't give a shit. I'll take the bus. I'll park it outside the shop and I'll live there until this is all over with.
Yeah,
He's like, I don't want to leave.
yeah. Well, that's like I'm the same way too. Like I'm blessed enough to say that I really do love my job, and like being home would be great because I'd get a lot of time to like keep reading and doing all these things. But at the same time, like I just get the satisfaction of like leaving here, going and doing something and being fulfilled, then coming
Right.
home and just relaxing and like doing other stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's crazy. I don't think any of us really expected it to turn out this way. Because I remember a few weeks ago, we were just like, man, it's just Corona. Like,
Yeah.
wash your hands. And now all of a sudden it's like, yo, we can't even leave our fucking house.
I was
Yeah.
literally telling a coworker that the other day. I'm like, dude, like 2-3 weeks ago, me and my buddy made a song where I say at the beginning, I'm like coughing and I'm like, I'm sick like Corona, but my ad libs are like, just wash your hands, guys. It's just like the flu. It's not a big deal. And I'm like, 2 weeks ago now, or me now would never have made that song. I'm like, yeah, that's
Hell no.
not at all what
Mhm.
the severity of this shit. So
Have you seen the news about all the people in Florida, the people our age that are getting sick?
dude, there's a 12-year-old. There's a 12-year-old too
The ones
that.
down at the beach.
Sorry, you tell that because I was just gonna completely change it.
Oh no, I was just gonna say there's been a lot of news leaked from the spring breakers down in Miami and Fort Lauderdale, and they
Testing
a lot of them
positive.
yep, they're getting sick and testing.
Dumbasses.
Well, I heard too. This scared the shit out of me, dude. Like there's like a high rate of people like, what's the word? Like they test positive, but then they get through it, and then they just like, they're not sick anymore. But even if you beat Corona, apparently you can still have like lung problems and organ damage that's permanent. So even if you get it and you can, what's the word? Like get over it or survive.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Overcome it. I mean, I don't know.
There's
whatever.
definitely
I
a
know
there's
what you're
definitely a
saying.
word, but yeah. So
Lack
like
of a better term.
so, and that's what's weird about like a week or two ago. My main thing was like, I'm not gonna die. I'm just scared to spread it. I really don't want to spread it to my parents, my grandparents, anybody older than me, because at the time it was like old people are the highest at risk. But now there's a story about a 12-year-old that is fighting for her life with Corona, and she had no underlying condition or anything. She was just normal and healthy. So does that mean now everybody's at risk, even if you don't have an underlying condition?
I mean, I think you were technically at risk before. It was just less common or it was more common for people with like underlying issues to get like severely ill and potentially pass away from it.
I remember our age group, it said like 0.02% chance that you're going to die from it.
Right.
I wonder if that's changed. Because, like, how do we get that number when we haven't tested everybody, you know?
Well, that's why our numbers keep going tremendously, because there's
I
a lot
know.
of people that do have it, but there hasn't been enough test kits for everybody to do it that wants to do it. So
This is just the
It's
beginning,
just
dude.
gonna
Once
keep
we
getting
know
get.
the real numbers, it's going to be bad.
Like
yeah.
I think my boss was telling me that the worst that it's gonna be is in like June. Is probably when it's gonna be at its peak of the worst of it.
That's what I don't understand for, like, closing down everything but essential things. How does that really fix anything?
Well, you got to look at it a lot of ways. Like same thing with like schools, because you have kids, they go home to their parents, and their parents go to work, and then the people at work go home to their families. So essentially, like by you closing, like not working, everyone's just staying home. They're not like within distance. But essentials, it's important. You think of hospitals, police, fire department, grocery stores, warehouses that are having to send their shipments to essential stores. I mean, that's why I'm still open, because we make power tools, and like Lowe's, Home Depot, and other dealers are considered essentials because people need tools and lumber and all that. So
Right.
I guess what I'm saying is, like, it'll slow it down, but even, like, if they spread it, say a business that is essential stays open, and they spread it, whatever business they're doing or whatever customer they're doing business with will then get it to and then spread it and then spread it. And then, you know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like it's just slowing down the process, but it's still going to just spread everywhere.
So again, I mean, I know what you're saying. I think it's one of those things where kind of you just have to let nature take its course. And by that meaning, like, it's going to happen, but the least we can do now is kind of prevent it. And because we don't want to overfill the hospitals and everything for people who do come down with it. So the least amount we can spread it the quickest, or the best way of spreading it, least spreading it, then we should do that right away than later. Because like Italy's screwed. Because like
Italy is fucked. Right now.
They have no hospital space. Like, it's just all like gun ho. Because like I even saw a video on the internet where like a doctor was like, we had to like kill 16 people today because we just couldn't.
Do we know what percentage of Italy's population has been tested, like compared to America?
That I don't know.
I'm really curious, because what if like Italy, it's like 90% of them has been tested. That's way too high. I'm sure it's not that high, but
I don't think it's that high.
But then their numbers are crazy, like they are. And then we do ours, and we're only like at 20% tested, but then we're at like the same numbers or some shit. Like,
we're at the same numbers, just at a different time frame compared to them.
That's what's scary, dude. It's just like we're not even at the close to the worst part. Like, it's just starting to get bad. And that's why I want to just be shut down, because that's like the only fucking way to stop it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what I agree. But and I talked to this today about my coworkers. Like America is very capital. We're business oriented. Everything's money. So it's so hard to shut everything down, because like that's how we run as a country. We're so efficient. We're the most wealthiest, richest country in the world. Like, that's just
how it works.
Yeah, but luckily we have states. So Indiana's not terrible, but it is growing, and we are a small state. But like, California, New York, obviously those two. Oh my God.
Michigan just went on shutdown. Illinois.
That's like, I saw the thing this morning about Michigan going on their like stay home thing, whatever. And I was talking with my boss about it, and I was like, oh, we probably have a couple days, maybe a week or so before we get there. And then literally like 4 hours later, I went on Facebook, and we're already at that point. I was like, I thought we had more time. Apparently not.
Yep, I saw one of my coworkers was like, the Indiana whatever is about to talk in like half an hour, and we're pretty sure it's going to be a shutdown. And then I just kept checking Facebook, and then it popped up. I'm like, yep, there it is. And I'm like, doesn't matter for me though.
Doesn't matter for me.
No, I'm thankful I'm still working, Bryce. I know it's not.
I know I'm looking at it the wrong way. I should be happy, but I'm just in a weird position.
Yeah. But anywho, how about we, Bryce, you want me to talk about my chapters, or you want to talk about yours next?
Doesn't matter. You can go ahead if you want.
Okay, I'll go ahead. So Cody, I'm not sure if you knew or not, but I am reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert, and his last name's Kiyosaki or something. But chapter 2 is what I started. The first chapter was literally just a little over 60 pages. So chapter 2 is and I put this on my Snapchat, so if you guys did read this, I'm sorry, but I'll give my synopsis after each chapter. Why Teach Financial Literacy was the chapter, and my notes from that chapter specifically were: many people focus on money and not their education. If people are prepared to be flexible, keep an open mind, and learn, they will grow richer and richer despite changes. Intelligence can solve problems and produce money. Money without financial intelligence is money that will soon be gone. In life, it's not how much you are making, but how much you keep. The rich acquire assets. The poor middle class acquire liabilities that they think are assets, and assets put money in your pocket. And liabilities take money out of your pocket. Rich Dad wasn't book smart, but he said over and over again, an intelligent person hires people who are more intelligent than he is. The rich get richer because their assets generate enough income to cover expenses, and leftover revenue gets reinvested into more assets. The middle class struggles because their primary income is their salary. As their wages increase, so does their taxes. To conclude, the rich buy assets, the poor only have expenses, and the middle class buy liabilities that they think are assets. So that was essentially pretty much the chapter. But the chapter really hit hard for me when I read this, because going back to Corona, I really started thinking, and most Americans are the middle class. And I was talking to Bryce about this just a little bit earlier, Cody, before you joined the Discord chat, but a lot of people are losing their jobs because of this, because they're not working, because they're getting laid off. And you really start to think about all of these people who either weren't saving their money or don't have any money to fall back on.
Yeah.
And how really scary that is. And it's gotten to a point now to where we have to give a stimulus, or I guess money, to the American people, but even then that's really not enough. So I don't know. I think it's really interesting, and especially the liability portion. Like me this year, particularly, now that I have a very good job, like I'm acquiring like all the stocks that I can by budgeting properly. I'm saving my money, and luckily I have enough money to fall back on in case I do lose my job. But I'm again in a very fortunate position because video is kind of a mandatory thing now that we can't be going to trade shows and all this stuff. But it just puts a lot in perspective. So I hope, I guess, the takeaway from this chapter, and more specifically going into the future, is just really be smart before you buy anything, like a new car, a big house, a boat, things that you really don't need but kind of want. Like at an all case worst scenario, what's a boat, a new car, and a house payment going to do for you right now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Get bitches.
yeah, but
Bitches ain't everything.
yeah. So retweet. But no, so chapter 3 is mind your own business. So this was a really interesting, it was a nice like 10 pages talking about Ray Kroc. He was the founder of McDonald's, and there was actually a Netflix special on, or not a Netflix special, but a Netflix documentary about this guy. He wasn't like
The founder.
He was, yeah, literally. He was not like he found McDonald's, but he turned it into a franchise.
I love that documentary, or that movie, I guess.
It's absolutely insane. And
It's
this will
very
make so
good.
much more sense if you've seen it. But in 1974, Ray Kroc, founder of McDonald's, spoke to an MBA class of the University of Texas at Austin. And afterwards, Ray went to have a few beers with MBA students, and while drinking, asked everyone what business he was in. Everyone replied hamburger business, and he paused and said, "Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not in the hamburger business. My business is real estate." Today, McDonald's is the world's largest franchise with $89 billion in global sales. The mistake in becoming what you study is that too many people forget to mind their business. They spend their lives minding someone else's business and making that person rich. To become financially secure, a person needs to mind their business. Your business revolves around your asset column. For years, I kept my day job, minded my own business. I was active in my asset column, trading real estate and small stocks. The better I was at understanding the accounting and cash management, the better I would be at analyzing investments and eventually starting and building my own company. Mind your business means to build and keep the asset column strong. Once a dollar goes in, never let it out. So that definitely hit hard, especially the Ray Kroc thing, because like I did see the founder, but then at the same time, I was just like, damn, like there is literally a McDonald's in almost every town, city. And not only do they like generate a lot of money, but a lot of people franchise those McDonald's. And in terms of real estate, obviously the more like land you have in businesses, because it's only going back to the previous, like it's just crazy to think about. And it's like, damn, like it isn't even food, it's just cheap food, but like they're everywhere and it's so good. But in terms of like minding your own business, I think that's awesome. And I think that's a great way of saying it, because like me, what I've been really doing too and trying to focus on is like, yes, I absolutely love my job, but I also have my own side business. And on top of that, I'm also investing in stocks. So not my job that I have now isn't going to be my forever, but it's just definitely like my starting point before like I start breaking off and using my assets to better something bigger and better. But I think it's pretty interesting, honestly. Like definitely focus on the assets. And yeah, I wouldn't worry about anything else other than yourself, to be honest. Mind your business.
That's how it should be.
Yep. But yeah, no, that's my 60 pages for this week. So Bryce, what do you got for me?
This is what I got.
Yeah.
That's the best one right there.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the book I read. Check the little mini cam to see it. I don't know if it's in frame.
The what?
The little mini cam. If you look at the stream.
I don't have the video open. Man. I just have the chat open.
Yep. So it's it's on your head, get out of your way by Russ. I talked about the first part in week 1, and here's the second, which was up until page 122. So I wrote it like a book report again, because I can't help it.
I love it. No, I
went into
love
college
it.
mode. All right.
College mode.
So here we go. Most of the first chapter was focused on the idea of chasing dreams. There will always be someone working harder than you to get to the same dream you are trying to get. So be that person that is trying harder than the rest. He then talked about how talent isn't the only factor in success. Sure, talent helps, but people praise the final product, not the journey. In other words, a famous athlete doesn't get praise for the hours of practice he puts in. The X factor is the hard work you put into practicing your talent. The rest of the chapter was Russ talking about his life and how he started music. And he said work should never feel like work, which, like, I agree. But this part I'm, like, cringing at because he was talking about his past work experience and he could, like, never keep a job. He said, like, he was at some retail store where he had walkie-talkies and he never had the earpiece in. He just had earbuds in, like, listening to music and was never listening to the managers. I'm like, God, that type of person would piss me off, bro. But anyway, talked about that. Dude, Cody, this is crazy. A fun fact, Russ also used the Guitar Hero mic to record his first few songs.
No fucking way.
Is that not crazy?
That's hilarious.
Me and Cody did the same shit because it's a USB mic. So, like, you can just plug it right into your computer, and I figured out you can record with that shit. So me and Cody made our first song. We're not going to talk about that one.
We're not going to bring that up, but hey, we did.
Link in the description.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Hell
Bryce,
no.
now, do you know that song, and is it, like, public? Like, is it somewhere you can find?
No, this is, like, old stuff that...
In the archives type shit.
Him and Bugus? I don't know how to pronounce his name, but they made songs together. Russ, in the first start, was only producing. He didn't start making, like, songs until, like, I forgot what year, but at the beginning he was just making beats, and then his friend was rapping on it, and that's what they were doing with the Guitar Hero mic. So it's nowhere. It's probably lost. But I thought that was so crazy because I did that, and I'm like, wow, that's nuts. But anyway, the next chapter was about facing your fears and taking that leap of faith. Think less, do more. Russ took a leap of faith when he dropped out of school to pursue producing full time. His dad was on board. But his mom was against it. So against it that she actually made Russ sign an agreement that if he wasn't financially stable by a certain date, that he'd have to go back to school. And when he met that date, he actually still wasn't really making a lot of money. He was only making about $200 a month. But he said he would, like, budget so perfectly. Like, he spent like $5 on, what was it? Like McChickens from McDonald's. Like $5. Like, yeah, there's a way to do it.
It's it's actually amazing if you really, like, prioritize and, like, excel that shit, like, what you can do with money.
You can make it happen. Yeah.
It's literally nuts.
It's like amazing. Made me feel like a piece of shit. But so this I put this analogy of fear was similar to an experience I had with an actual leap of faith off of a cliff. When I went to Kentucky on a houseboat, we climbed about a 40-foot cliff above the water. And literally every time I walked up to the edge to jump, something, like, physically in my body was stopping me. They're like, yo, this ain't a good idea, fam. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, slow your roll.
Like, literally, it was the weirdest thing. Like, you'd be 3 feet back, and you're like, all right, I'm just going to do it. You walk up, and as soon as you look over, you're like, nope. So, the only way I was able to jump, because I did, was just literally I shut my mind off. I thought less, and I just did it. Literally just like, you can't think about it because you're not going to do it. If you think about it, you're not going to do it because there's a million reasons not to do it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool. The next chapter was about being vulnerable. You have to face your insecurities and be okay with people knowing about them. If you embrace your weaknesses, then they can't be used against you. When you're vulnerable, you can show your true self and be the realest version of yourself. I got to do a lot of that because I'm not vulnerable at all. I hate my insecurities, but we're learning. We're learning here.
Everybody gets there eventually.
Right now.
Yep. The next chapter is about studying your dream. He said it's important to know the ins and outs of everything if you want to succeed. So, like an example he gave was he was literally like studying artists. He was studying who made the beat, who distributed it, like where they were performing, who got the performance together, like studying like every single thing about everything, which I thought was really cool because I didn't even think about doing that. So, like, you need to be studying the fans, the coach, the players, the court, the ball, like everything. Like, you need to know everything. Which is a good way of putting that. Yeah. And then the last thing he talked about was patience. And I have a quote that I took a picture of. Let me look at it.
You want to save that for your quote of the week, or do you have a different one?
I have another one.
Oh, nice, perfect. Okay, I just wasn't sure.
So the one from the book is patience isn't just a process of waiting. It is your attitude and how you handle the waiting time. So I thought that was kind of cool how you break apart patience like that. Because anybody can wait. It's just how you deal with the waiting. Are you anxious? Are you stressing yourself out? You know what I mean? Check yes for both of those for me. But anyway, he said that after 8 projects and not taking off yet, that's not a total failure because he knows what doesn't work now, because he had like hundreds of songs, 8 like mixtapes. Like by now you should probably like jump off, because people that do take off, it's usually the second or third, fourth project and they have a name for themselves. But he's 8 in, like 10 years deep, still nothing, but he still was positive and he had patience about it. So he says he knows what doesn't work. You can use that to learn what does work. So this resonated with me numerous times, since I was always bummed when a song I thought was good didn't get as many streams as I thought. Happens every single time. And I need to get over that shit because I look at the numbers too much. I don't as much now, but like I'll spend so much time in a song expecting like, man, I really hope people like this. Like this has to do good. And then it just doesn't for some reason, which is fine. That's part of the whole thing, but it's just a weird journey. But then he talked about releasing a song. He ended up releasing a song every single week. And this was crazy because he actually gave numbers of how much money he made. So in June of 2015, from tunecore.com, which is where you upload your stuff, I use DistroKid to put it on Spotify, Apple Music, everything. He made $620 in the month of June, right? Of 2015. The next year in 2016, same month, he made $103,000
God damn.
I believe it.
in a month, dude, just a year. So that patience of 10 years waiting paid off to happen in a year. Isn't that nuts? Like,
I believe it, dude. That's beautiful. I'm so reading that book tonight. After I read my 20 pages,
bro, I'm loving it. I really do like it.
that's
Hopefully I'm not
awesome, bro.
ruining the book for you, because I'm like,
No, literally, like it's totally fine. Like
Everybody's gonna read it differently.
yeah,
yep, exactly. But
because I
yeah,
don't given a synopsis. I haven't. Yeah, well, I'll read it. But dude, that's like that pumps me up. Like I got chills when you said those numbers. Like
I know, right?
yeah, like
Yeah, when I read it, I'm like, wow, he actually like gave his specific numbers like of his bank account. Like normally people don't do that.
Yeah, not really.
And I thought that was crazy. I'm like, wow, so that can happen in a month. Like from that. Just from streaming. That's what's nuts. So yeah.
So cool. Oh, we got a guest in here.
Mike Cockhurts. Thanks, Cheese Puppy.
Do you know them?
No. Let's keep saying what he's trying to get us to say. Cody, go that one. Okay, Chris has got it. One more, buddy. One more. What does CBSG stand for? Cody, Bryce, Scott, and Gary.
Gary Geraldo.
Welcome to the stream. Motivational.
Nice.
You're welcome.
So you guys seriously don't know who this person is, or do you?
Nope, I don't know.
Not a damn clue.
That's awesome. Well, hey, thanks for joining the stream. So here we go. Week 6. After doing this consecutively for the 6th week,
We got a rando.
Yeah,
Well, congratulations. You're our first rando. If you're at all interested, what we do is we talk about motivational shit every Monday at 6:30. We just try to talk about inspiring things to get through the week, because weeks are shitty and they suck ass. So
Weeks are shitty.
we're still on the learning stages, but I'm glad you can make it. Thanks for commenting, by the way.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Mike Hunt.
I'm
Mike.
not sure. I'm not sure who
My.
that. Mike.
My. My
Hunt.
Hunt. My Hunt.
Mike Hawk Ertz. Who's
My.
that?
Is there a Mike Hawk hurts? What about an I swallow cum? But yeah.
All right.
Where were we
So
at?
change of pace. The books are caught up. All right. So in terms of this week, Bryce, what song have you been producing? Anything? Have you been working on anything? I know we talked about the TikToks. Cody, I was telling Bryce he needs to start making 60-second TikTok sound bites and uploading that shit on TikTok.
Just a
That'd be
song
dope.
only. Yeah.
Just
that'd be
yeah,
dope.
if it's the beat or whatever.
I haven't been really working on music lately, but I've been putting in a lot of time editing those little clips for the highlights. Because I think those are turning out hilarious.
That's yeah, I think so too. I literally so I've been watching them and I laugh every time. And
Hell yeah.
it takes a lot of like patience in doing that. So I applaud you
man.
for that.
Yeah, but I like the way they're coming out. All right, who's going to do it? He'll subscribe if you say that.
Say
I swallow cum. How about
Should we
that?
all say it
There
at
you
the
go.
same
You better
time?
subscribe right now.
3, 2, 1. I swallow cum.
I was like, I thought we were saying it so
I gotta
fast.
catch up.
You need to
He's
give him
gonna-
a soundbite, Bryce, on the piano.
Oh, yeah. You better subscribe now, because now you got a MP3 of us all saying "I'll swallow cum." We can easily not get jobs now.
Oh yeah, we're screwed. It's actually super cool. So I went back and watched my live stream from last Wednesday, Bryce, and it was just you and I, and it literally shows the comment section in the stream. I didn't even know that. So
as it's happening.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I think that's super dope. I didn't even realize that because I barely watch the videos when I go back. But
I do like that.
yep. And then Cody, there you go. He subscribed. He's the guy.
Hey, thank you.
So,
for that.
Cody,
Jeez, puppy,
this
what's up,
week-
big fella.
Now that you are officially on lockdown, I know you said video games, and I know you got to read.
That was
you
more
gotta
of a
do-
joke than anything.
Yeah, but like, have you started like thinking of a plan? These I know you're
sorry
still on
to
call.
sorry to cut in. But Cheese Puppy, we're from Indiana, and they just issued a stay-at-home order, I guess. So
I'm also not gonna say that one.
what?
His comment. I'm also not gonna say that one.
Oh yeah, that's
It's a
we
little
need our
too far,
admin
that
to take
one.
that one out. Chris, don't even do it.
That's for me. But yeah, so have you been thinking?
Just kidding.
You got it.
You almost got me, Cheese Puppy. You damn villain.
Almost pulled a fast one on me there, bud. But hey, Chris, what were you saying? I got
I
distracted.
was gonna
so
say. So
sorry.
have you thought more since these next 2 weeks? And I know you're on call and you're still doing the daily challenges with us, but
Mhm.
those don't really take too much time. Any idea or what you got? What you're thinking about?
I just got a full interior exterior detail on my car from my mom's work. So with this time off, I know there's supposed to be a couple sunny-ish days coming up, and I have a couple spots that I've been looking at that I want to go shoot at.
Oh,
I want to do that, and I got a couple things hanging on the inside of my car, like by the rearview mirror, that I want to fuck around with and take some dope pictures with. And I want to fuck around with Photoshop because I don't understand it. And I think if I have these next full 2 weeks off, it'll give me a chance to learn some stuff.
oh, absolutely. And you're using your Nikon, right?
Hmm?
You're using your Nikon. Isn't that the camera you have and everything?
Yeah.
Dang, dude, that's awesome. I'm so proud of us. Like, I know, Bryce, you're stuck working. I'm still stuck working too. But I mean, like, it seems like, we have a plan set in pace for these next couple weeks, or at least for the time being. Did you guys watch my newest video yet?
I have not yet, no.
I did, Chris.
Okay.
And sorry,
yeah,
hold
well-
on. I'm on the phone with my dad. I'm so sorry.
Oh no,
You're
I can
good.
just talk to Cody. You can mute your mic, no worries. But yeah, so in my newest video, I talked about my advice and what I plan on doing.
Mhm.
We already talked about all the books, and I've been going into that. But I'm going to be spending a lot of time researching stocks. I'm going to be spending some more time as well, just really like writing, thinking about a plan and strategizing, because I do have a big feeling that with all this Corona stuff going on, a lot of people are just going to be watching their streaming services, sleeping, eating, laying around, just,
Speaking of stocks, big fella.
Oh, are you buying?
So me and my boss we're talking about like cruises and stuff like that. And I bought I bought 1 share in Royal Caribbean,
Okay.
2 in Carnival, and I bought it's like 2.5 in or 2.5 in Carnival and almost 2.5 in Norwegian.
Nice.
And so you said something about stocks, and I just went and checked, and I'm up from what I was before.
Hell yeah, Cody.
So
Let's go. Buying
they're-
assets.
They're bouncing back a little bit.
That's what I'm talking about. So you made some money today. Or
Well,
you're up.
When I bought it, it went down, which I knew it was going to, but now it's slowly making its way back up, which I'm happy about.
And what's
Was
your
it
broker? Are you doing Robinhood or are you?
No, I'm doing Stash.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because I don't know if Robinhood does it, but Stash has a retirement portfolio you can set up.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if Robinhood had that or not, but my boss told me about that.
Nice.
So I have some of that going into a retirement fund thing.
Dude, that's sick. And do any of those have dividends? I'm not sure if
have
they
no
have
idea.
dividends or not. But shit, that's awesome. No, that's super good. Yeah, the airline industry, the cruise industry, any type of industry that involves like traveling and stuff.
Yeah.
Like vacationing. Yeah, they're crazy. I bought last week 61 shares of Caesar's Palace, and so far I think I'm up $160 on my investment.
Yeah, but I was looking and I'm like, fucking Norwegian and Carnival were both like $11 a share, and I'm like, how can I not get in on that?
Well, if you even go back like a month ago, they're like in the 60s and 40s.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So it's freaking nuts, man. No, good for you. I'm proud of you. That's super dope. And just they oh yeah, that's what Cheesy Pup said. They may have dividends. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I haven't really looked fully too into those, but
I need
yeah,
to do that.
I was thinking about buying that. I bought also 5 shares of Delta.
I was probably gonna do an airline next. I hadn't researched anything yet, but I was probably gonna do one of those next.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
wasn't quite sure which one.
Yeah, no, dude, that's freaking sick. Yeah, now is the time to buy. And I know the waters are still shaky and we haven't really found the bottom yet, but like
Yeah, the dividend yield for Carnival is 16.5% right now.
ooh, yes, sir. So yeah, definitely don't sell because they're probably
Yeah, no.
quarterly. So you get free money for just holding the company. That's
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
sick. No, I'm proud of you. Damn, that's awesome. Yeah, market. We didn't really talk about the stock market too much. It's still definitely been rocky.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be for a while.
Yeah. Last week I was looking at the good funds of Chris and very fortunate. So I put in $1,000, but I bought so many different things. I bought, I'll go through my list. I bought,
Play some smooth music on that keyboard. You got it, dude.
so I bought,
You got it, dude.
I bought Kroger. I bought Caesar's Entertainment, which owns Caesar Palace. I bought some shares of Disney. I bought Delta, and then I also bought a pot stock, Canopy Growth, and then some shares of Plug.
I think Disney's the next one that I want to invest in.
Well, the way I looked at it too is like when you think of Disney, you got Disney Plus, you got ESPN, you got their cruise
There's
line. you
so
got
many
their-
things in it.
Oh,
It's
dude,
insane.
they own Marvel, they own Lucasfilms, they own literally
Yeah.
everything. So
That's what
I
I'm
bought,
saying.
yeah, I got 3 shares of Disney, but yeah, no, I'm super stoked.
That's gonna be the next big one that I get into is Disney, and then maybe get into some airlines whenever I start. That's probably what I'll do. Some of that these next couple weeks is try and look into some stocks and see what I can get myself into.
Yeah, exactly. Because yeah, once the market gets corrected, recession or not, 5-10 years from now, you're gonna be like, damn, good thing I bought that.
Damn, it's down to $85 a share.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I got
Oh,
I got
man.
3 last week because it was I think 140 3 months ago.
Yeah, not even 3 months ago. It was like over $100 still like a month ago.
And they have dividends as well.
Might have to fuck around with that.
might have to take a couple hits.
All right, Chris, back to your video.
Yes,
Bro, I want a Ninja Foodie so bad.
Right, dude.
Oh my god.
It's so easy to clean. Like it's easy to clean. It's easy to make food, and I get like literally people all the time. Even after the video, I got messages like, "Dude, is it like that's all you're doing?" I'm like, "Yeah."
I
like-
got so hungry watching that, bro.
And what I should have done, I'm kind of mad because when I uploaded it and I was watching it and kind of critiquing myself, I'm like, I should have used my knife to cut through the chicken because people probably don't think it's cooked all the way or like how does it cook, and it's
Oh, yeah,
perfectly
maybe.
golden crisp. Yeah, and the veggies are like soft and a little crunchy, and especially the olive oil and seasoning, man, that's the icing on top. I mean, oh.
Is that basically just like an air fryer?
That's all it is. There's a
that what
few
it
different
is?
settings, and you can cook multiple steaks, hamburgers. You don't even really need a grill. And grills are super expensive. So if you want to buy a grill, why just not buy that thing? But if you have a family, it's different. But
Cheese Puppy is retracting everything he said. It was
Yeah, I
nice
was like,
while
what
he
the hell is
lasted.
going on? Hey,
Well, thanks for
It is
stopping
what it-
by.
yeah.
yeah,
What it is, man.
Nothing but motivation here.
yep. But yeah. No.
Don't
the
you
Ninja
have an air
Foodie-
fryer, Bryce?
I have an air fryer, but he has like a grill. It's like a grill, dude.
Yeah, it's an air fryer, it's a grill, and then there's other settings with it. But it's like I think retail $200 and something, but like come Black Friday, you could probably get it for like, because that's when my grandma got it for me. She got it for like $1 or 160.
It's pretty sick, dude.
Yeah.
You heard nothing. I heard everything. All right.
I screenshot everything, Cheese Puppy. Now tell me what CBSG means. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed it, Chris. You made use of your time for sure.
Oh,
for
I
not
know,
going out and
yeah.
stuff.
And it's only gonna get better, dude. I don't know if you saw my Snapchat or not today. We got a new lens. We got a boom mic now.
I saw
so-
that shit, dude. That's
yeah.
awesome.
Oh my
Dude,
gosh.
your
so,
your lav, however you pronounce it.
uh-huh.
That's badass. I didn't know you had one of those.
The little one in the video?
Isn't that a lav mic?
Yeah, no, essentially it is. It's like for as
It
little
just
as
doesn't
it's
go
so
on you. It's just like a wireless thing that you just set anywhere.
It can, because it has the feedback, like the little speaker that takes in the audio, and there's also like a jack to where you can plug it in and then clip an actual.
Oh, so yeah, it
microphone.
is a lav. Yeah,
Yeah,
Dude,
I mean,
that's
you can use
awesome.
it. You can use it for other things. But
it
like
sounded good too. It was good
it's
quality.
super good, super good. But wait until you hear this Rode boom we got today, because like
Oh,
this
that's
was-
the
Rode
spicy
makes some
Dude.
motherfucking shit.
yeah.
God damn.
So now I'm in the process of brainstorming and thinking how I'm gonna like top next weekend's video, and I'm not sure yet. I have a few ideas written down that I've been thinking about.
Dude, this coronavirus has to blow over so I can move to Indy, dude.
I
Can
know,
you
dude,
imagine?
I'm so excited. You have
Me
no
too.
idea.
See you
Bye,
later, Cheese
Cheesy
Puppy.
Puppy.
Thank you
Thanks
so much for stopping
joining.
by. We all said it at the same time. We were
Yeah.
like, we got a viewer, say something. But
I
real
see you
quick,
come, buddy.
we're gonna
I
be
see you come.
We're gonna be back next Monday. Chris up in the top or right there, Christopher Seibert. He's gonna be streaming
Right
this
there.
Wednesday. And then check out our Off-Brand Comedians YouTube channel. We have clips, we have full podcasts, and then Chris also has Welcome to My Weekends and live streams. So thanks again for we got a
Check it out.
shameless plug, the only viewer we have. So
Thanks for the plug, fam.
yeah, thanks
Gotta
for the
plug it.
subscription and all the messages retracted. Appreciate it.
All the messages retracted.
I hope he does that every time he leaves a message. Every
That would be
time he comes in
great.
the stream, just well, what the hell did he say?
Next two become retracted.
I missed what he said.
Anyway, well, we've been streaming for 62 minutes. Do you guys have anything else to say, or
Gotta go
Wait,
over
so
the
did we
quotes.
decide on the challenge? Are we doing jump
let's
squats?
do
What are we
that?
doing?
I don't know.
Oh.
What do you guys want to do?
the quotes and the challenge?
Oh yeah, quote.
We can do the challenge first.
Oh, the quotes,
I'm
yep.
fine with transitioning the squats to jump squats and then adding something to that, or if we just want to stay that and read, because we now have the three, or no, we have three. We have the leg raises, we have the squats, and then we have reading 60 pages.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to still do the air squats and add another exercise, that's fine. Or if you want to jump squats, keep the leg raises and reading, because we're keeping everything and adding. We'll start no, not next week, the following week, because that's, wouldn't we? Or will we start something new entirely next month? Because
We should probably just restart next week. We should just do every 3 weeks.
Okay, that's fine.
Because then we're gonna be halfway
Yeah.
into So
Yeah. So we'll do this week, and then next week we'll have something totally different.
how about we do a stretch or something for like 30 seconds? Something
like
easy.
like a yoga pose.
Yeah, like
or like touching your toes, or trying to lick your balls, something like that. Just
cheesy
kidding.
puppy left at the wrong time.
Yeah, you should have stayed.
Um,
I'm just.
No, I understand what you're saying. I was gonna say that's just kind of hard to record, because that's the problem, is trying to be accountable for that.
You can record that. Just do it like at the end of either before you do your exercises or after. Just
Yeah. Okay.
touch your
yeah.
toes for 30. Or what should we? You want to do sitting down, and like bending, like extending your feet out like a V, and then like trying to like touch your toes. You know what I'm saying?
I'm down with. Oh, okay.
Like
So
this,
you're
like
saying
this.
like
Look
spread
in-
your legs out and
Go
then
on
touch.
go on the live stream and look on the piano cam.
Okay.
shit,
Okay.
hold on.
Yeah. Let me look.
I need to get there. Hold on.
I'm there.
I'm not there.
think I'm in frame. It's gonna be a little delayed. God, I can't touch my toes at all.
Might be for the best.
Like that.
All right, I'll let it get
All right.
there.
Yeah.
It's gonna be delayed
Oh,
for sure.
Yep. It's coming.
I'm
it's
getting up
coming.
though.
Oh, you're getting up. No, maybe not yet.
Let's see where I end up. Because
Bryce,
I
like
can't
what
see
you
it
did too
live.
with the three of us in the camera now.
Yeah, right? I've been switching it. Like that.
Oh, that. Okay. That's what you're talking about.
That's
Okay.
perfect. That's hilarious that you can see both. I love that piano cam.
That's hilarious.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god. So there it is. So just 2 stretches after we do our squats.
2 stretches?
A stretch.
Oh, just 1 stretch?
So leg
I say
raises,
one-
the squats, the stretch, and then your pages.
I
Okay.
say the stretch we do, 15 seconds per leg?
Ooh, how about we hold it for 15 seconds?
That's what I was-
Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, hold it. Like, go after your right foot. Or should we do both? I don't know. Both is hard.
I was just going to say right down the middle.
Okay, yeah.
Just spread your
for
feet
15
and then
seconds?
hold your hands together like this.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like right
and
down
then
the
just
middle.
lean down and just hold it and count to your head to 15.
I'm going to say it out loud. You
That's
should
fine,
say it
yeah,
out
we-
loud.
One.
Wait, hold on.
1,
Wait.
2.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, shit. I actually didn't mean to do that. I'm going to do that when I'm doing them. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my gosh, you just have the piano right beside you the whole time.
Okay.
How did that get there? All right, so then now to close
Alright.
the stream, should we go through our quotes?
Our
We should
quotes?
do reverse. Cody's the finisher since he started, and then I'll go second again.
Wait, what?
So Bryce, you go first. I'll go
Okay.
second since
Okay, I
Cody,
got
you,
you.
you read your book for Earth Told about it.
So I'm going,
1,
and then Chris is going,
2.
and then that means Cody's going.
Woo!
All right, my quote is when thinking about life, remember this: no amount of guilt can solve the past, and no amount of anxiety can change the future.
Mm,
Bars!
that hits different.
Yeah, I saw that in someone's Instagram story, and I'm like, damn, I need to screenshot that. I like that a lot.
Damn, that was good. I like that
Are
one.
you gonna set it as your wallpaper?
It's pink and it's like kind of girly, so probably not. I'm gonna keep it my girlfriend's ass for now.
Ooh, good call. Good call.
Oh, you could set it as the inside one.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Or
go
is her ass the
inside
inside
my.
one too?
I'm not gonna go inside my girlfriend. All right, we got it. You're done, bro. Cut,
Bro, get out the
You're
booth, bro.
showing
You're
supposed to
done.
go like this.
All right.
Showing not supposed to go like
All
this,
right,
bro.
number
2.
All right. I'm uploading. I'm getting mine right here.
uploading.
Uploading in 3. So mine really kind of deals with the Corona situation, but it's more of a like exciting, motivating factor.
We need that.
All it is the money is coming, the new home is coming, the new job is coming, the breakthrough is coming, the new car is coming, the good health is coming, the new business is coming, the financial freedom is coming, and the love is coming. I think the reason why I chose that this week is because there's a lot of chaos. People are losing jobs. People are unhappy. They're uncertain about the future. We're young and we're always worrying about the wrong things all the time, it seems like. So just know that a better day is coming. It's what you make of it. So,
Nice.
yep. So that was my quote for this week. Thought that was pretty good. Go ahead, Cody.
All right, so going along with doing these challenges and bettering yourself and all that, the quote is, "You are either on my side, by my side, or in my fucking way. Choose wisely."
Wow.
Oh, I
nice
love
and,
it.
Nice and firm and bold.
That's a good one. I like
Farm,
that one.
motherfucker.
That's Arial font bold right there.
Oh, you
Nice.
said the Arial.
Italicized bold.
Arial's the
Yeah.
most boring font ever. But no, you get it.
Hey, it ain't that time.
Yo,
to
we
go,
got
boy.
we got 5 watching right now. Too bad we're about to end.
Dang.
That might be the most we've ever had though.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
So it's 2 other viewers because we're 3 watching it.
Fuck cheese puppy.
No,
still,
Chris.
He
But
said
no-
the F word. Oh shit.
Cheese puppy's back.
I thought you were gone, bruh.
Cheese puppy's fucking back. Hell yeah. This is
But no, that's
wait,
that.
Cheese puppy is fucking back.
But no, I think it's this week is like a turning point for sure. We got more viewers than we ever have. We got a comment from a rando.
Yeah,
No
that was
offense to you, Cheese Puppy.
Cheese
but
puppy.
that's
You have no
awesome.
idea how
No
big of a deal that
offense.
is for us. Like it's
Yeah.
probably stupid to you, but we've been doing this for 6 weeks, and
Yep.
it's just cool. Nah, bruv. No love.
Nah,
in the
bruv.
villa.
In the
Doesn't
villa.
matter when we're in the villa.
It's my type 2T, literally.
She's my type on paper, mate.
on paper, mate. She's my
Paper.
type
Maybe
on
that's where
paper.
Papermate came.
Li-
the logo
Literally.
was the logo Papermate from Australians or not Australians. It's a talking point for y'all on paper. That was bad.
On,
we got
on paper.
cut the show, man. We got to
bro,
cut.
bro, get out the
Cut
booth,
the
bro.
get out the booth. It's progress.
It's
Appreciate
progress,
it. That's what this
exactly.
is all about. This is what
Yes,
this-
bro.
Sir.
Yes, bro.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. That's the everyone do this.
Wait, I gotta turn on. Oh,
I
no, we're gonna do
don't
the
know what
rating.
you're doing.
He's doing the shrugging shoulders emoji. There we go. Thumbnail right there.
Did you get it?
Got it.
All right, cool.
That'll be the thumbnail. But thanks for watching week 6 of Motivational Monday. We'll see you next week and see how our challenges. Can you guys high five for me? Chris, high five to your left.
Other
Nope.
way, Chris.
Other way. Chris or Cody, you too.
This way?
Yeah.
Oh, what the? My phone
There
on
we
the
go.
wall.
There we go. Wait, you guys are like just missing each other. There we go. Oh yeah.
Social distancing.
Now I'm gonna punch Chris and then Chris punch Cody. So I have to go.
I don't know which way do you come from? This way? This
I
way?
don't know. I have to wait for me to see. I'm gonna try to.
Beating the shit out of Cody right now.
I think I think
He has
if
no
you're going-
idea.
Chris, which way are
He
you
has no
going?
idea.
I'm on
To
my
your
screen.
right?
I'm the first. I'm the host. So I don't. Oh, let me look. Oh yeah, that works.
Wait,
That
so
works.
if I go, yeah, I'm going the right way. All right, so 3. Wait, Chris, you have to get punched. I'm punching you from where your fist is. So put your face a little closer to that screen. And then I'm going to punch you and you have to act like you get hit, turn and then punch Cody where you're, why are you holding like a mime?
You told me to
Why
high
are
five
you holding
Cody.
like a bot?
You
No,
told me to high
no
five
more-
Cody.
no more
is the
high
fist coming
fiving.
from this way?
Yeah,
For
yeah,
me?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'll be over here.
So ready,
gotta-
Chris?
I gotta hit Cody.
I hit you and then you hit Cody.
Okay.
What does this turn into? All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, punch. And we're gonna cut it there. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Bro, the show
Bro,
we're not supposed to go like this, bro. Bro,
man, that
bro,
must
the
have
show
been
not
an
supposed to go.
uppercut. That was a Mike Tyson jab right there. God damn.
he gave me the 1-2, bro.
Hell yeah, guys. Well, happy quarantining.
Quarantining?
Drink quarantinis and wash your hands. Oh my god, I just saw it on the live stream. That was awesome, guys. All right.
Flying off the screen. Knockout, exactly.
Knockout.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna end the stream.
All
I'm
right.
gonna end the stream right now. I'll go to
Bye,
OBS.
cheese puppy.
Bye, Cheese Puppy.
Bye.